Now, of course, the Victoria Beck in question, she isn't part of this reunion, but she's been incredibly supportive.
Incredibly supportive.
Yeah.
So someone told me, I'm not sure if it's right or not, but that you guys actually met up with her a few days before the reunion was announced, just to talk things through.
Yeah,
Is that right?
You know, the thing is, you know, we have this ethos about, you know, girls support girls, women support women.
Yeah.
We support everybody. The Spice Girls is about everyone, very inclusive. You know, it doesn't. And the five of us have always had this thing where we support each other on and off the stage.
The book starts, and I was shocked. I'll be honest. And again, I've known you a long, long time, but I mean, it starts and we talk about an eating disorder right away, and it really was like, oh my goodness me.
I think it's always nice to hear when someone else says, oh, it's not just me.
There's one day you talk about in the book, the fat day.
2003, yeah.
So was that like, that was it, that was when you'd hit?
It was the day where I just went, no, I'm not having this anymore. I'm going to change. I want to change, and I'm determined that this is not who I've become. It's funny, it only took a few years to get that low, but it took me years to get back to who I wanted to be. I mean, honestly, like 10 years probably. The fight back up is much harder than the one going down.
You hadn't even sung for how many years did you stop singing?
About 9 years, yeah. Yeah.
Now, of course, you have already conquered the world, 2 US #1 albums. What is next for BTS? Where do you go from here? Is there anything left to conquer?
Of course, we want to go to the Wembley. Yeah, maybe. Of course, we want to have also the #1 in UK chart someday.
And do you know what I also love? You've also entered the world of children's fashion with your gender-neutral line. And this has been a big debate in the UK, Celine. People very divided about this. Is it wrong that we used to give clothes that were blue to boys, give clothes that were pink to girls?
That's been like this for how many generations?
But some people say, actually, gender-neutral clothing is political correctness gone mad. So where do you stand on it? Because what I love is you actually have a very personal experience with what happened with your sons, don't you?
Yeah. Fashion is a way of expressing yourself, art. And if you don't allow your children, and that I really mean it strongly, as a mother, young children, you should let, I mean, I'm not here to tell the parents how to raise their kids, how to dress their children. I just want to make sure that you get the record straight here, okay?
You're talking from your point of view,
My
from
point
your
of view
perspective,
is
as
to
a mum.
give the children, as young as possible, the option of trying things. To wear whatever color. My children have been in my closet as much as, because they were following me. They were 2 years old, in diapers, wearing my high boots, trying my lipstick, going to Disney, for example, and I was trying to buy them things and say, "Hi guys, look at this," and I was showing them like little figures of like fighters and like to infinity and beyond and all that stuff, and they were looking at princess, and they were looking at dresses and Barbie dolls, little shoes and all that, and they wanted the crowns, and they wanted this, and they wanted Minnie Mouse instead of Mickey Mouse, and something kind of clicked, and I said, but why not?
I really think that if the haters saw you in real life, they wouldn't actually say these things to your face. They just feel like confident behind their computer screen. Yeah. So just don't really take it too seriously. And I actually try and laugh at the comments that I get, because I mean, like, I get them. Everyone
I was
gets
going to
them.
say though, you do get things.
Yeah,
that would
I mean,
be
I think every celebrity and social media star gets like bad comments, and half of the time I think it's just like people just bored, so they just decide to, oh, I'm just going to comment this because I'm bored. So I just try and laugh about it, and I actually find them quite funny sometimes.
Well, that's absolutely the best response.
For me, it was more of a spread out experience of writing things, you know, because what really launched me into writing, more specifically for this album, was doing the autobiography. And of course I talk about, you know, my divorce in the autobiography, but the autobiography, and that's really what opened up all of that and reflecting on my life. But I ended up when those floodgates opened, I ended up reflecting on my whole life. And there are so many moments in writing this album that were me getting lost in going back in time, and that put my divorce in perspective. And it wasn't the most devastating thing that had happened to me in my life. It was one of them, but it wasn't the most devastating. And so the album ended up not being a divorce album. It ended up being touching on that for sure. But it goes a lot deeper than that even, and will probably, I'm sure, you know, be the most personal album of my career.
And you've been running a bit of a cool campaign with Women Like Me, talking up and speaking up about inspirational women who have been a big part of your lives. And of course, one of them who ended up on the single was Nicki Minaj, obviously one of the most empowered women in the world of pop. And what interested me is you guys actually did one of her songs right back on X Factor in 2011. So I presume you're big fans.
Huge
How
fans.
did you get her?
It's crazy. We've literally said in every interview, like, over the past 7 years, like when they say, who do you want to collaborate with? We're like, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj. And now it's finally happened. Like, I still think we haven't really, like, come to terms with it yet. Like, she's the queen of rap. And yeah, like you said, we performed a song on the X Factor. We absolutely adore her. And it just seemed like the right timing to finally get her. And she loves this song. She wanted to be on it. And she's been so supportive about us and about the song. So we're very, very happy.
Yeah, and working with Chrissy. Lip sync.
Yes.
and wigs. We've got to talk about wigs here, John.
So I got to be Chrissy's, you know, spokesperson on one night at a lip sync battle because it was actually the same day I won the EGOT because I got the final piece of the EGOT puzzle, which was the Emmy for Jesus Christ Superstar. That same day, she had to tape an episode of Lip Sync Battle, and her voice was gone. And she was like, I don't know if we can do the show. My voice is gone. And she was like, you know what? I'm just going to whisper things in your ear, and you're going to sing them for me. And I was like, let's do it. It'll be funny. It'll be great for the show. And we did it. We had a good time. I wore a wig. Fun was had by all.
It's not the first time you've worn a wig, is it?
No, my daughter had me put on her Ariel wig at the house. She loves dressing up like Disney princesses, and she wanted to get me in on it.
Do you think? I think there's a little star in the making there too, isn't there?
Who knows? I mean, she loves to dance. She's got a really big personality, and she's very talkative and very bright as far as I can tell. So who knows what Luna will do? We want to, you know, leave all the possibilities open for her, whether it's in our business or something a little bit more under the radar. I'll be happy to just help her dream big and help her try to live out whatever her dreams are.